why the powers that be at UEFA had Juventus traveling to Russia to play against Lokomotive Moscow during this Champions League campaign. It can all be explained through the football code of Gematria. The people that run UEFA completely revolve the scripted game of world football, world professional football, around this code. Because in Gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers, it is Lokomotive Moscow, Lokomotive Leverkusen, which Juventus played against before, and Juventus at all equal 132. When you see all opponents of Juventus and Juventus Gematria equaling the same Gematria value, something special is about to happen. Because it is Juventus that equals 24, it is Russia that equals 24. Yes, the reason why Juventus are traveled to Russia for this game, it's because Juventus are going to win the Champions League again 24 years later from the last time that they won the Champions League in 1996. It is Douglas Costa that scored the game-winning goal. Ronaldo was subbed out in the 81st minute for Juventus. Juventus still managed to score without Ronaldo. Aaron Ramsey stole the goal from Cristiano because Cristiano had the free kick and went through the goalkeeper's legs, but Aaron Ramsey had a final touch on it before the ball crossed the goal line. I still thought Ronaldo scored, but it's whatever. Cristiano helps Juventus win the game. Cristiano honestly should have scored another one. He was superb this game. Ronaldo and Messi go this Champions League week without scoring a goal. Ronaldo was the better player. I thought Messi should have done a lot better in his last game. But here it is. Lokomotive Moscow, they have a 1-3 record in the Champions League. All thanks to Douglas Costa scoring the game-winning goal in the 93rd minute of the game. It is Douglas Costa that scored the go-ahead goal, even as Ronaldo got subbed out in the 81st minute. I find it interesting that it is Douglas and Ronaldo that both equal 79. Also, Juventus went ahead in the 79th minute thanks to a Paulo Dybala goal in the first game over at Turin. Juventus in Lokomotive, Juventus traveling to Russia. Russia and Juventus have the same gematria of 24. Juventus wins 24 years later. It is the 30th day of May that Juventus are going to win the Champions League. This is why Juventus have 3 wins and 0 losses right now during this Champions League campaign. 10 points at the top of the table. I'm going to go with Leverkusen to beat Atletico later on today, because it is J that is the 10th letter, and we see this. Mauricio Sarri, yes, he's an 8 light path. Juventus were so close to drawing the game at 8 points. I was really concerned that was going to happen, but the 3-0 record for Juventus with the 1 draw connects to the Champions League final being played on the 30th day of May. Now, Ronaldo got subbed out in the 81st minute. The number of the beast, believe it or not, equals 81. Cristiano Ronaldo, 66666. I'm sure we've seen this many times throughout his scripted career. Ronaldo has scored against 33 teams in the UEFA Champions League competitions. Juventus FC is 33. Which team is going to be team number 34 for Ronaldo to score? Is it going to occur in the knockout phases of the Champions League? I'd have to go determine this later on for Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's still stuck at 33 teams scored against. 7 weeks later from this time, September the 17th to November the 6th, the beginning of the Champions League group stages, it is Juventus that scored its 300th goal today, a milestone goal over at Moscow, Russia. Ronaldo should have given credit for the goal. What I like about September the 17th of 19, the time that the Champions League group stage matches began, is that it's Cristiano and that it's Dybala that equals 45. So very interesting, very revealing fact with that. The number of the beast is 207 once again. The amount of time from November the 6th to May the 30th, 207 days, 29 weeks later. It's sorry that equals 29. This is Pretty interesting to say the least that 29 weeks later from the time Juventus are going to be winning the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain that I'm predicting to reach the final. And there it is. Juventus traveling to Russia. It's Russia that equals 24. It's Juventus that's 24. The 1995 Champions League campaign began in a 24 year. That should be another clue. Juventus last won the Champions League in the year of the rat. They win the Champions League again in the year of the rat here.